For a child in the 90s, the entire year revolved around a single catalyst. The landline would ring, and on the other end was Bua, your aunt, inviting you to the village for the summer holidays. We usually tried to optimize travel out of existence, relying on sterile, air-conditioned waiting lounges and real-time flight trackers. But 3 decades ago, getting there was a massive, unpredictable adventure, where the journey itself was half the point. You'd pack the heavy steel trunks, rush to the station, and then, without warning, a summer monsoon would hit. The tracks flood, the trains stop, and your family is suddenly forced to wait overnight on the platform. In this environment, you don't just wait, you move in. You lay out sheets on the concrete and eat dinner right there on the platform. A frustrating delay organically turns into a memory of making a home out of a transit hub. Your parents didn't see this as a disaster. In their generation, catching a train was a story in itself. They understood that the station floor was simply the opening chapter of the vacation's legend. That shared endurance, the heat, the rain, and the noise, formed the necessary first phase of the trip. You had to physically earn the destination before the vacation could truly begin. When the train finally pulls out, the world changes. The concrete walls of the city fall away, replaced by the rhythmic sound of steel cutting through mountain passes and crossing wide, rushing rivers. You fight your siblings for the window seat. As you slide the heavy metal shutter up, the stifling station air is replaced by a sharp, cold breeze hitting your face. Seeing the green fields stretching out toward the mountains helps you realize exactly how much distance you've put between yourself and your school routine. You are moving into a completely different reality. This long ride acts as a psychological buffer. It slowly washes the city off of you, preparing you for the different pace of life waiting at the other end of the line. The village provides an immediate shock to the system. The tight confines of city streets vanish, replaced by dirt paths, massive agricultural fields, and sprawling ponds where time seems to stand still. Bua's home is built differently than a city apartment. It centers around a massive courtyard with stone pillars, an open airspace where the family naturally gathers to talk, eat, and breathe. There is a reason these specific flavors never fade. The second you drop your bags, the air is thick with the aroma of fresh, hot puri sabzi, fried bread and spiced vegetables. That smell becomes a permanent marker for the feeling of arrival. From there, the day is defined by unstructured play. You run into the fields with your cousins, working together to haul back the absolute heaviest watermelon you can find, a trophy of your afternoon in the sun. Without school bells or television schedules, the village offers a complete sensory reset. You learn to measure the day by the position of the sun and the arrival of the next meal. When night falls, the family moves to the open rooftop. You lay out mattresses beneath a clear, starry sky, feeling a cool breeze that never quite reaches the city. This is the time for oral storytelling. Your aunt narrates tales of brave kings who wandered alone into deep, mysterious jungles, her voice rising and falling in the dark. Just as the king bravely pushes open a heavy, creaking door, the voice goes quiet. The mystery is left hanging in the night air, ensuring that tomorrow's return to the rooftop is the only thing on your mind. Lying there, shoulder to shoulder with your family, falling asleep to the sound of stories, you experience a level of connection that defines the entire holiday. The illusion of endless time eventually shatters. Suitcases are packed, goodbyes are said, and a much quieter train ride carries you back to the city. Reality returns the moment you step back into your room. The very next morning demands a pivot back into structure. It's August 15th, Independence Day, and you have to wake up early for the school celebration. The contrast is sharp. The dusty freedom of the village fields is replaced by crisp white uniforms and the rigid geometry of the school assembly, where every student stands at attention. But the return to discipline comes with its own reward. After the ceremony, every child receives a sweet laddu, a small orange treat that makes the return to school feel like a celebration rather than a chore. This return to tradition provides a grounding force. It helps transition you from the wildness of the summer back into the focused life of a student. That evening, as you tell your parents about both the village watermelon and the school flag hoisting, you realize the two experiences aren't separate. They are both parts of the same life. These summers provide a baseline. They offer a version of the world that is slow, loud, and deeply connected, a contrast that helps you navigate the busier life waiting back at home. Eventually, you realize that a rainy station floor, a story told under the stars, and a simple school treat aren't just childhood memories. They are the quiet, steady parts of your history that stay with you long after the holidays end.